Hey everyone, Rob J here, and welcome to the Nova. Today we're talking about the hardest levels in Aladdin for the Sega Genesis. Now let's start things off with the Sultans Dungeon. This monochromatic level is difficult for me for one thing and one thing only. Well, a couple things, but the main thing for me is the bats. Yeah. You might think it's funny, but the bats blend in with the background so damn well. Half the time I'm just like, what hit me? What hit me? And I'm platforming and I'm, taking down the guards and those suicide skeletons that explode into a billion pieces. Well, as many bones as they have, but I keep getting hit by those bats. And that's the biggest problem for me because they blend in so well with the background. I can say that over and over again. I can't stress that enough. Those bats, they blend in so well. And I feel like I lost most of my life because of that. Not because of the wrecking balls or because of the spikes or those guards or the suicide skeletons. No, it's the bats. Those damn bats. Now let's move on to those suicide skeletons that blow up into many pieces, well, as many bones as they have, and they'll hit you. Every time I see them, I get stressed out. I get stressed out because I'm just like, oh, shoot, what am I gonna do? What do I do? Okay, I have to stand over here, then boom, too late. I get hit. The cool thing though is that you can actually use your sword to get rid of any of the bones that fly at you. So that's a good defense move, I guess. But to me, it happens all so fast. And I'm just like swinging away. I'm like, take this bone and take this bone. But they're possibly one of the most annoying enemies among the bats in that level. But that platforming too can be a bit frustrating. The disappearing platforms. I'm never a fan of those because I tend to, either jump too soon or jump too late, and those are just a big pain for me. But yeah, those were definitely the worst parts of that level. Those bats, man, those bats. I can't, like, I'm getting nightmares. I'm like, bats. The escape. Oh, let's talk about the escape. There are 3 things that can kill you here. The lava, the pits, and the boulders. The boulders are the worst because if they touch you in the slightest, and I mean like pixel perfect, you're dead. And it's back to the beginning of the level for you because there's no checkpoints here. Why? This is a kid's game. This is Aladdin. This isn't something hardcore like Contra. This is Aladdin. It should have been mandatory to have checkpoints in every single level. I just don't know why. I guess they were just testing your skills here and they wanted to frustrate you to the point where you're just going to turn off the game. But keep trekking through, you can do it. Aside from the boulders though, there is precise platforming here, so not to sound discouraging, but you might die here quite a bit. Yeah, there's no safety nets here, and you're just gonna have to get familiar with the level, because I feel it's a lot of trial and error of what to do. And as you're running, let's go back to the boulders again. As you're running from those boulders, you are gonna have the opportunity to grab apples, 1-ups, and rubies, gems, whatever you wanna call it. Sometimes it's not the best option because as you're jumping, that slows you down. If you're ahead of the boulder, yeah, go ahead and grab them. But if that boulder is super close to you, just keep running and go to the next platform. Just jump and don't look back. I know at some points it does seem like you can kind of go off the ledge there and hit like a ledge below and that you can kind of duck and miss the boulder. That was never the case for me. I don't think you can do that, period. Don't do that. Just keep running and get to the next platform. That's my best advice in this level because those boulders, they're the worst enemy you're gonna have in this entire game. Not Jafar, but those boulders. The rug ride. Yeah, let's talk about the rug ride. This level acts more like a bonus level though because if you die 3 times here, the game is nice enough to let you progress with the story. And I feel if anybody back in the day was playing this game, this point in the game, you would definitely give up. It's just too damn hard. You need to have quick reflexes to go up or down. And I know you can say, well, there's arrows pointing going up or down, but that doesn't relate to your reflexes. And I feel I did have a good strategy at some point playing this because every time you were to pass an obstacle, you'd go back in the middle of the screen because that gives you enough reaction time to go up or down. To me, this didn't apply towards the very end because throughout the level, you're going faster and faster and faster and faster. And, you know, if you are in the middle, but it's like quickly going up or down, you could be too late. So you kind of need to know where to be towards the very end of the level. And that kind of sucks. I don't have that quick reflexes anymore when I was a kid. I can't just be like, boom, nope, I can't go up instantaneously. No, no, no. I kind of wish I knew how the level ended. I know you can probably search on YouTube to see how it ended, but the fact that I couldn't complete it makes me mad and frustrated. It's such a difficult level. And again, there's no enemies. It's the only enemy are your reflexes. So start preparing them. Start training your reflexes however you can. I don't know how you would, make your reflexes any better, but I guess playing through this level so many times, you could be the master of this level, but I definitely wasn't. I died a lot here, and it's frustrating. It kind of hits my soul a little bit. As a gamer, I'm like, I should be better than this, but this level beat me. But the game was nice to me, so thank you. Inside the lamp. And what's inside the lamp, you ask? Frustration. Yes. The most difficult part of this level was the traveling balloons, because your timing has to be perfect. If you're off by just a tiny pixel, you could be falling to your death. But the game is nice enough, though, to let you have some practice in the beginning, because there is a safety net of falling to a platform. So keep practicing at this part, because I guarantee if you're overconfident, you could die. You could fall to your death and just die. Practice, practice, practice. I 100% recommend that for this part, because I've never yelled at my screen so much in my life or swore. I'm like, come on, really? I felt this part was unfair. And those disappearing platforms. Well, they're not really disappearing platforms. They're just hands that go from big to small, but my timing sometimes was just not there, and I fell to my death many, many times. And finally, the flicking fingers. Those flicking fingers, yes, they're easy to interact with, but sometimes you could overshoot yourself and miss the next flicking finger. And how you do that, just letting you know, is by hitting jump. So if you hit jump, you are going to get a little bit more height, but that height could not be needed. And that's my biggest mistake in this level for, needing that extra height, which I really didn't. But this level really reflects Genie's personality, and something cool that I didn't notice in the background was there's a Sega Genesis. I'm like, yeah, right on. That's pretty cool. But you will die a lot in this level, yes. Practice, practice, practice. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, if you liked what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Rob J. Thank you for entering the Nova, and I'll see you next time. Take care.